I side with the auto workers of America and with those who want to make America great again, and I always will.
Now, look, you can make a case that the former president didn't get it done on his watch, but you know what? Bill O'Reilly's probably right. People don't care about the past as much as they care about their future. And can the Democrats make a case that will compete with his? Dusty, who do you have on the phone?
We have John from Vine Grove, Kentucky.
John, what's your question?
Chris, big fan of the show. First of all, why do you believe that half of America still supports someone who has shown such utter disregard, disrespect, and disdain for our laws, the Constitution, and multiple segments of the population? I'm also a big fan of Bill. But as a historian, please tell me, when has the very intelligent, morally bankrupt leader ever been good for the people being governed? Thank you.
Bill?
That's an interesting question. That is an interesting question. We have had demagogues in office in the past in America. We've had people that were untrustworthy. I can name Warren Harding. I can tell you Andrew Johnson. I can point to a few others. But we're in a different world now. We're in a world of day-to-day, not survival, but day-to-day thinking, not long-term thinking, not historical look-backs, none of that, all right? And the American people, 50% of them at least, do not trust the federal government. This is the key. They do not trust it. And this display about Hunter Biden just upped that to the nth degree. Merrick Garland, Attorney General, give me a break. So the people that don't trust the federal government, for whatever reason, and there are many, they want an avenger. That's Donald Trump. He's a populist. He's not a Republican. He's not a conservative. He's Huey Long without Huey's excesses. Down in New Orleans, they got the Huey Long Highway. All right? Look him up. That's what Donald Trump, and he's going to run that way. I'm going to fix this because these people, in his words, are ruining America. They're lunatics. That has a big appeal. He could win.
And to the man's point, you can name Harding, you can name Monroe, you can name others on the local level. Doesn't mean that they were good for the people. So point well taken. Dusty, next question.
We're going to go to Shannon from Palm Bay.
And I do think Trump shares Huey Long's types of excesses, and we never saw Huey Long get jacked up the way Trump has been in terms of his behavior in the eyes of the law. Continue.
Shannon from Palm Bay, Florida.
Shannon, what's your question?
Hey, Chris, big fan of the show. Big fan of you, too. I think you stand for integrity, man. I like that about you. And the Republicans, if they're successful in the shutdown thing, why will Democrats be blamed for it, I wonder? I watch all these news channels, and they're saying the Democrats will be blamed for it. I don't understand that.
Yeah, they say that pretty much every time. We have never seen it in polls afterwards. Certainly the ones on Trump's watch, they did not blame the Democrats. You can't find polls that are trustworthy that say they do. But look, it still means that the works got gummed up on Biden's watch. And that may be relevant to people because they're sensitive to problems. And the problem was on your watch. Bill?
It's too boring for me. I never cover it. They always work it out in the end. I just have really no interest in it. I will tell you the government is irresponsible in its spending, and that's going to come back to hurt every single American citizen down the road. But this ongoing budget stuff, and it's just boring, and they all use it, and I have no interest in it. I'm sorry, I'm probably a derelict commentator. I have absolutely no interest in this at all.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.